this is Dawn Marie, Creative DME Designs. I have to remind you that I do have dogs. They may bark during this video, and I may correct them. So I need to remind everybody of that each and every time I get on. I already did one video with my Stashbuster March Dear Julie Julie journal. Now I'm going to make a very quick video of the stuff I made to go in it, to accompany it. Obviously, if you saw those two, actually I think it ends up being two videos. I'm using an old phone to shoot on, but would you believe one video that ended up being, well, it's supposed to be about 45 minutes. It actually broke up into two videos, 1:30 and 1:12, so I will be putting those on for two. So this is my actual phone that I'm using. I'm testing out how much battery power it uses to eats up every time I do a video. So that's why there's multiple videos today. So here is all of the extras that I made for this junk journal challenge. So let's go through them. I'm going to set them off to the side. I'm just going to grab and go, okay? We had to make huge tags cut into 5 pieces. This was for one of the challenges. I did put washi tape on each one. I drew around them to make them look like they were stitched. This one, it does have pattern paper over it. This is Julie paper. On the back, I put it on grid paper, and I added a piece from a craft book and some extra stuff. This right here is ugly paper. I put the directions on how to do something. And then I put, this is actually a tea bag because you can still see the staple there. It's actually the tea bag that my dogs pulled out of the trash and took, and it was a big, huge family one because my husband makes tea for himself, and broke it open and dragged it around my living room. So I had tea sprinkles everywhere on the couch and on the floor, and there's probably still some on the couch that I didn't get with the vacuum cleaner. So yes, that was that. I used a little sticker there, and that's that. This, again, I did the same time we did these, but I make them smaller with no pocket. And for this, I did purple metallic ink around the breaks in it. I used, and then I put Zentangles on the inside of all of the things, or just colored them in. I colored that one in, but I really like that. It looks like a little door from a foreign country. So that's my Zentangling on a tag. This, if you've watched one of the other videos, I showed you it came out of a certain place in the book. Now this one right here is actually my guitar pick punch that I make my husband guitar picks out of old credit cards. You know how you get them in the mail as, get this credit card and they give you a fake one. And I made it so that the edge butted up, so it came out looking almost like wings. And I made this little tag. And so that's why this side is on here too. This was one of our round ephemera things we had to do. I put, this is a doily, and then I punched out a whole bunch of rounds from my roll of paper that I made, and then I had one sticker left from one of the sticker things that I did, and it was a clock, so I figured that would make a cute clock. This stuff right here, which is really weird ribbon, is from the Dollar Tree, and I did put little stitches around everything. This is another ephemera round piece that I cut out. No, these are from ribbon rolls. So you know the round part of the ribbon roll. I ripped that off. I made a little flower, and then I drew on triangle designs, colored them in, added a little tassel. And over here I used some punches, some other things that I had just in one of my small, I have a little tiny basket over here with small pieces that I haven't used. This was just a tag that I made really quickly. Once again, it's out of the ugly paper that ended up being brown, and I had to do something with it. So you'll see a lot of this brown ugly paper made into things that I could cover. Once again, the brown ugly paper, I did distress this with sandpaper. This side I left plain. And then this is the same thing. This is tags that I made. The green paper from the pear roll was, which actually is also Happy Mail. And then this was a notebook that I had that the cover was like you're supposed to color in yourself, which I love coloring pages, and I left it blank because eventually either I will or somebody else will throw in some designs on it. Once again, another piece of that paper. Here's another round one. This one uses the dark side of the paper, and this one uses the light side of the paper. Actually, I'll show you this paper. I really, really like it. I tried to print something on it, and it didn't really work. But, so on this side of the paper, it has a place where you can write on. And then on this side of the paper, it's got, you know, all of these things. So I think what you were supposed to do is make this into like the envelope and send it out like that. And then you'd open up and have the paper here. I got it at Ollie's. And I love it. I just have to find a way to print in the middle of it. One of my projects that I did, I wrapped all of my ribbon around playing cards, and I ended up with these little pieces right here. So I did the strips of paper, but it's actually strips of cards. I made a design with it, and then I put some stuff, and this is on the rolled paper. Once again, another piece of the ugly paper. This is just a little tuck-in with that on it. Once again, I'm going through these pretty quickly because this was Happy Mail cards that somebody had made for, no, what was this? I can't remember. I don't know. I just made it up. Fun. Julie did a napkin folding thing, and this is my little napkin folding that I made. I didn't judge it up or anything because it's so small. I like the little wings. Underneath this is one of those cards I was talking about, the credit cards you get. I put a piece of this over it. This is medical tape. It feels like fabric. I actually use it sometimes when I'm binding. And I needed something to cover the plastic on it, and my gesso started peeling off, so I just took this and wrapped it around it. And it stuck. And then I put a piece of that paper. I was using a lot of scraps when I was making these, just so you can see. This was another round ephemera that I made. I used the little blank as the round, and then I used the punch and made the round out of my roll, which is in here. And I put it on the tag. Here's my other one I made like it. This is a different kind of paper clip. I really like how this one came out. And is it on here? No. This is the ribbon that's from around, like I used to tie my book with. And what I did is I took a pink pen or a purple pen and did beside the gray lines. So it sort of brings out a little bit of color. This was a tiny little tag I made out of a piece that I had. It's Julie paper, and I put some words on it and a place to write. This is another tag that I made out of scraps. Here's one of the 5 pocket big tags that I made. On the back, I've put the envelope made from paper on the back. These are really have no sturdiness to them, as you can see. So they aren't meant to be, you know, they're mostly to go in. Like, I wouldn't just give this as a one-piece piece of ephemera. Now, I needed to use receipts to make ephemera. And my husband went and got my car cleaned, and there were these 3 coupons, or these 3 pieces of receipt in there. And he went to throw them away, and I said, no, that's cool, give them to me. So I made this little booklet out of them. I really like car in neutral, foot off brake, hands off steering wheel. So I kept it as it was and just added a little thing here. And actually, that's the tape that they had stuck it to the car. And I just made a tiny little booklet out of it and then put some stickers on it. I just thought that was funny. A fun way to use your crap scraps. This was ugly paper on the inside, but I did like the outside, so I made, there's a tuck spot here, made a little booklet. This is actually from the ribbon that's that feathery ribbon. So this was around this feathery kind of ribbon to keep it together, to keep the roll together, and I just reused it, and I had made a little folder out of it. Has a design tip on it. You can see I've done a lot to this ugly paper. Once again, it came out brown. I didn't want it to come out brown. I wanted it to come out more oranges and coppers. Didn't like it. This was another envelope we made out of book pages. This right here is what you use to felt wool. And then I made a little tag out of it. And I put it on the back of that. I was making tags with scraps, and that was scrap. This was another one that was meant to actually go into the folder. It's got Julie paper on it. It could go on one of the front or back pages inside easily, but I thought that it was getting really big. This is something from the mail. I put an envelope there. I put little spots, and I put tissue paper that has writing on it. This is some of my sticker paper. This is some of my sticker paper, piece of Julie's paper. So yeah, I really liked this one. This was like from a piece of mail that came, and I liked doing that. Ugly paper that I added a whole bunch of stuff to, and then took it off with the sandpaper. I sort of like how the green and the flowers, and this paper right here, and you can sort of see it right there, had a whole bunch of, it's from a book of boy stuff, so it had a whole bunch of tire tracks on it. I don't have kids. I'm not going to be making anything with tire tracks, so I use that as ugly paper. This is Happy Mail in here, and I put that on the inside as a tuck spot and a ribbon around it. Another one of my mini tags, or little ones. I did put it on harder paper. Butterflies on this side. I really like this purple ribbon, and it goes with the purple edging. And some tangling on this one. Here's another one of them, and I really liked this laugh sticker. So I did that. Once again, Zentangling on it. This was use up paper. This was a page of sticker paper. Some of that crazy ribbon from the Dollar Tree. Before I set this out, I probably will put beads on these two. I usually leave 2 sticking down to put a bead on, or 2 on, or put something on the bottom there. I just haven't gotten beads out to do it. This is another pick that I made. Another one of those tags that I entangled on. If you hear whining, that would be my dog Bruno. He's the big one. He probably wants to lay down on the bed underneath me And yep, and his arch nemesis, who is Mini Bruno, Sherman, is laying in the middle of it, so Bruno can't get in. Sherman is a Chihuahua. Bruno is a half English Bulldog and half English Lab, so he is a big boy. This is an envelope with a mini envelope on a belly band. Bruno, Sherman, come here and let Bruno in. This is another belly band I made that you can put something small in there. Bruno, I'll help in a minute. Mommy's almost done. I know, you need me to move him. A sticker page that I made into a little tag. This is another envelope that could be stuck in that I made up. This right here is a little scrap folio kind of thing. So this is fun. I had some receipts hanging out, and I had these tags that I got off of things from a thrift store. So this is a special one. My husband and I worked on this. So I like to have little Easter eggs in and throughout my journals, and this is my Easter egg. 1/5/11/17/19. Okay. Great if you know what those numbers mean. And then I put receipts stuck together on the inside, and I highlighted the same sort of numbers all throughout the receipt. So it means something. And then I did take and put, because those were brads, I put this piece of binding tape over that I threw some ink on to hide the brads. And then this all rolls up like a Jacob's ladder. And there's actually a tuck spot back here. And there's book pages on this. And then what you can do is you take this little thing and you weed it through there to hold the whole thing together so it doesn't come apart. Another little envelope with some Julie paper on it and some fringy frou-frou. Ooh! This was another one of the makes with the folding day. Once again, I didn't add anything to these. They're so small. But this was, actually makes a pocket here, and then a pocket in the center. Another one of these tags that I made up with Zentangling on it. So I made up this tag out of that envelope that I showed you earlier. This is actually the close cover for another envelope that I have. And so what I did is I just cut the bottom off of it. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 places to stash on this big, huge paper clip. And in order to make sure the paper clip stayed, yes, it got glued on, but I also decided to put this little sew edge on just to bring out the blue in this, and then I did some drawing on it. This is another one of the card strips of paper that I did. This was a piece of extra paper that I had and a sticker from one of the antiquarian books. And this was another one of the tags from stuff I had gotten from a thrift store. And I just put writing on the back so that you knew where to write. Another one of my crazy little ones. I like these because they're little and they have this on the background, which is design, but you also can write on it. This is a piece of the sticker board. This is the outside edges of the stickers that were in it. And so I stuck a piece of paper underneath it that had circles on it also, and then I put this on the back that I'd taken circles out of, and then I drew on the inside. So it's like circle, 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 circle. This is a piece of box that I scrunched up a whole bunch of tissue paper. I love eyes, so I put this eye, and I put this, for some reason when I cut this it came out wrong, but it sort of looks like a big tear going down there. And that's distressed there. Here's another piece of my sticker paper. This yellow right here you can write on with dry erase. I put this cute little butterfly on it, and it's actually made out of one of those green and polka dotted bags that I used before in my book. Here's another piece of just let's throw together from the sticker paper. Here's another piece of the box that I used. I can't remember, it was from some craft thing. Here's another fun little one. This is more of the craft back carding, and these are the done with strips of paper. I had a lot of the little strips left over from when I put them in the book. I really like this, how the purple goes, and then I put the green on, and it really matches very well with actually the stuff on the inside, and you could tuck something in there, and then I left the back blank for writing. This right here was a card that I got off of something that my aunt gave me for Christmas. I didn't want to be able to see, but like B, and then you could write what you want in there. And this is just really thin tissue paper that I used throughout. Circle there, and then you can wrap it around. I really like this one. B-U, be free. Ugly paper, tissue paper over top. You've seen it done. We're getting close to the end here. This is a little booklet I made. Ugly paper, tissue paper over it, all kinds of different extra layers. This was the file folder that I used, and I made this cute little thing. I know they all have words, but right now I'm getting tired of telling you what they are. If I've said it once, and I've already said it, and you know what it is, then you know what it is. This was actually a stamp that I stamped over a sticker that I had made. Julie paper. On the back I put to from and dipping with etching liquid. Here's another one of those. I did some coloring on top of the sticker that I made. Those little lines and everything weren't there. I really, really, really like this paper. It's actually was sticker paper that I had made before I got the rules, and I liked it so much that I actually put it into my computer as a digital printout, and I really, really like it. Oh, and I did forget to tell you guys, the paper some of the paper that's on this had to be from mail, and I actually used my letter I got saying that after I had my booby squeeze, saying that I didn't have any cancer. So so that letter is in every one of these. I had this big piece of the strip paper left over because I loved making it, and I have so many strips of paper that I just kept making and making and making. So I made up this little folio. I put a sticker on the back to hold the string on. I stuck the ribbon through some of that crazy ribbon from Dollar Tree. I just made this yesterday, so if it's stuck together, it's because I was crazy. I put it on very thin paper, so it's very light. I love this tissue paper. It's very me. If anybody knows me, that's Dawn Marie. This is part of the edge of the roll paper that I made, and you can see where I've already been cut out some of that paper, and this was part of one of the sticker pages that I cut the edge off. Oh, I guess the roll isn't in here. I wonder where I put the roll. Oh well, you're not going to see the roll. And this is the final piece of paper, and you can see normal, negative. So that was my breast exam notification. And I did put pattern for cutting glass on the back. So that would be it of all of the ephemera that's supposed to go into my March Stashbuster Junk Journal. Obviously, it's not there. You can all see all these just fine this way. I will get all of these videos out as soon as possible. Don't forget to tune in on Wednesday. I am so excited for Wednesdays. Dear Julie, and Kara's collaboration, I have come up with an amazing idea. It's going to use this as something. Oh, and I think there's a lot of bunny ears in it too. So once again, this is Dawn Marie with Creative DME Designs. I want to thank my dogs for not being butt heads again for this video. And I hope everybody has a great day. Bye.